Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're doing a deep dive on something a little different, healthy cookware choices.
Ooh, that's interesting.
We're always talking about what we put in our bodies, but what about what we cook with?
Makes sense. Yeah,
It can really make a difference in the healthiness and the taste even.
absolutely. I think that's something a lot of people don't think about.
So to guide us today, we'll be using a blog post from Masala Monk.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of them. Great website.
They're all about healthy cooking. So they actually break down cookware materials into two categories,
Mm,
the good and, well, the ones that are a little riskier.
that's a good way to think about it. Helps you make choices.
So let's start with the stars. First up, ceramic cookware.
Yes. One of the best choices if you're looking for healthy options.
Why is that?
Well, unlike some materials, ceramic is completely inert.
Okay.
So it doesn't react with your food even when it gets really hot.
I see. So you're saying the flavor stays pure.
Exactly. And your food keeps all those nutrients.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So no weird aftertaste.
Nope. And no worries about chemicals getting into your food either. Plus, ceramic cookware is just so pretty.
Yeah, you can really add some personality to your kitchen that way.
Totally. Okay, so moving on to another great option, stainless steel. Masala Monk talks about how durable it is.
Oh, I love stainless steel. You
Yeah.
can really tell it's high quality.
It is. It's rust resistant too, and they're built to last.
I feel like my stainless steel stuff is going to last forever. What about the health side of things, though?
Well, stainless steel's great for that too. It's non-reactive.
Which means...
It won't have any weird reactions with acidic foods,
Like,
tomatoes, or citrus fruits.
ah.
Sometimes those reactions can make your food taste metallic.
Oh, I hate that.
Or even worse, metals can leach into your food.
Yikes.
Stainless steel's also much better at keeping nutrients in your food than, say, non-stick cookware.
Good to know. I remember they had a tip about stainless steel, right?
They did. When you're buying it, you should look for the 1810 grade.
1810.
Yep. 18% chromium and 10% nickel.
Okay, it's super durable, and it means the risk of metals getting into your food is really, really low.
Got it. Okay, so that's ceramic and stainless steel.
Now let's talk about another kitchen classic, cast iron.
Oh, yes. Cast iron's so versatile. It just feels like a real, timeless piece of cookware.
It really is. You can do so much with it. Slow cooking, searing meats, even baking.
I know. I use mine for everything.
It's all thanks to how well it holds heat. It's amazing for those things. Plus, did you know cooking with cast iron can actually increase the iron content of your food?
Whoa, seriously?
Yeah. If you're iron deficient, it can be really helpful.
Wow. I learn something new every day.
But remember, you've got to season it regularly.
Right. It keeps it nice and non-stick.
Prevents rust.
So we've got our all-stars. Ceramic, stainless steel, and cast iron. Those seem tough to beat.
They are pretty great, but there's another side to this story, right?
Exactly. There's some materials that might need a bit more caution.
Let's talk about those next.
Sounds good to me. All right, let's start with copper. I mean,
Yeah.
it's beautiful, right?
Yeah, copper cookware is gorgeous.
And it heats up so fast.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Super even, too. But Masala Monk does point out some things to watch out for.
Okay, so what's the catch?
Well, it can react with some foods,
Oh,
especially anything acidic. And that can give it a metallic taste.
not good.
Some people really don't like it.
I can imagine.
It can even, change the color of your food.
Oh, no. Like, make it look weird.
Yeah.
Okay, so metallic taste, weird colors, anything else?
There's also the fact that copper itself can actually leach into your food.
Really? Isn't that bad?
Yeah, especially if the pan isn't lined. There's a lot of debate about how much copper is too much.
I see. So is copper cookware just, completely off limits then?
Not necessarily, actually. Masala Monk suggests if you really love copper, for how it looks and how it cooks, go for copper-lined cookware, but with a stainless steel interior.
That's smart.
Yeah.
So you get the best of both worlds.
You got it. Performance and health.
Okay, so what about aluminum? It's super popular, right?
It is.
I feel like everybody has at least one aluminum pot or pan. Probably because it's so light and affordable.
Totally. And it heats up quickly, too, which is nice. But there are some downsides.
Like what?
Like copper, aluminum can react with certain foods,
Which ones?
acidic stuff, and salty foods.
Okay, so what happens then?
Well, it can cause the aluminum to basically leach into your food.
Oh.
Now, a little bit of aluminum is probably fine, but there's more and more concern about what happens if you're getting too much of it over time.
What kind of concerns?
There's been some research linking long-term aluminum exposure to neurological problems.
Oh, wow.
especially for people who are already prone to those kinds of issues.
That's scary. So are there alternatives? Like if you want something lightweight, but without the aluminum risks?
Masala Monk recommends anodized aluminum.
Anodized.
Yeah, basically it's a process that makes the surface of the aluminum really hard and non-reactive, so it stops the aluminum from getting into your food.
So it's like a safer version of aluminum.
Exactly. Okay, ready to talk about the big one?
Oh, you mean Teflon?
The one and only. I
Right.
think pretty much everyone has at least one nonstick pan.
I do. I love how easy they are to clean.
Oh, for sure, the convenience is amazing.
Yeah.
But Masala Monk has some pretty serious concerns about Teflon.
I was wondering about that. What's the deal?
Okay, so nonstick surfaces, they're coated with the stuff called PTFE,
PTFE.
polytetrafluoroethylene.
Okay. I'm definitely not going to remember that.
Don't worry about it. The important thing is PTFE contains these chemicals called PFAS,
PFAS.
per and polyfluoroalkyl substances.
Oh, I've heard of those, but I don't really know what they are.
They're basically man-made chemicals. They're in tons of stuff, nonstick cookware, firefighting foam, all kinds of things.
Okay. And they're bad because?
They're really, really hard to get rid of.
Right.
They don't break down in the environment, and they can build up in our bodies over time. And that's where the health risks come in.
So that's why they call them forever chemicals.
Exactly. And here's the scary part. When you heat Teflon above 500 degrees,
Fahrenheit?
yep, Fahrenheit, that PTFE coating can break down. And guess what?
Oh,
It releases those PFAS into the air
yikes.
and possibly into your food.
So even if you're careful not to overheat it, there's still a chance.
It's a real concern. And PFAS have been linked to some serious health problems.
Like what?
Immune problems, thyroid issues, even some cancers.
Whoa. Okay, I am definitely rethinking my nonstick cookware now. So it's not just Teflon pans we got to watch out for, right?
Right. PFAS are in a lot of different products, so it's important to be aware. How are you feeling about all this so far?
Honestly, it's kind of a lot to take in. I knew there were potential issues with certain types of cookware, but I didn't realize it was this serious.
It's definitely something to think about. Ready to move on to some solutions?
Yes, please. Tell me there are good alternatives. So we've covered the good, the bad, and now the solutions, right? What does Masala Monk say about safer cookware?
Well, it all goes back to those healthy options we talked about at the beginning. Ceramic, stainless steel, cast iron. They're durable, they work great, and most importantly, they're safe.
Right. That's good to hear.
Mm.
But what if you just, really love nonstick? Are there any good options that are safe?
There are. You can try ceramic-coated nonstick cookware.
Okay.
They work just as well as the regular nonstick stuff, but without the PFAS.
Ah, so you can still make those picture-perfect pancakes.
You got it. No forever chemicals.
I think they mentioned something about stainless steel too, right?
Yeah. You can actually make stainless steel nonstick naturally.
Really?
It's all about technique, heating the pan properly, using a bit of oil.
Okay.
It takes a little practice, but it's worth it if you want to avoid those coatings altogether.
It's all about going back to basics a little bit, isn't it?
I think so. Being more mindful in the kitchen. And that's what I really like about Masala Monk's approach, actually. They don't just tell you what to do, they explain why.
That's important. You want to understand what you're using and why.
Exactly. It's all about making choices that are right for you.
So it's about more than just cookware. It's about understanding how it all connects.
Yeah. Your cookware, your food, your health. It's all part of a bigger picture.
And they say you don't have to be perfect, right?
Right. You can make small changes over time, whatever feels right for you.
So you don't need to throw out all your pots and pans and start over.
Nope. Just take it one step at a time. Maybe replace that old scratched nonstick pan with a ceramic one, or finally get yourself that nice Dutch oven you've been wanting.
Little by little.
Every little step helps create a healthier kitchen for you and everyone you cook for.
Wow. This has been such a fascinating deep dive. It really makes you think differently about cookware.
I'm glad to hear that. So, inspired by Masala Monk, I think it's time for a challenge.
Okay, I love a challenge. What is it?
Take a look in your kitchen at the cookware you use every day. What's one small change you can make today to make it a little healthier?
Ooh, good question.
It could be anything. Switching to wooden spoons or, like I said, treating yourself to a new piece of cookware.
I like it. Makes you want to take action.
That's the point. Knowing is one thing, doing is another.
Well, this deep dive has been incredible. Thanks to Masala Monk for all this great information.
Absolute.
And to everyone listening, happy and healthy cooking.
Bon appetit.